12th series of Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story, subtitled Delicate, recently reached its impromptu striking force mid-season finale on Disney+. Delicate follows series regular Emma Roberts in the lead as Golden Globe-seeking actress Anna, who's in the latest round of IVF treatment, hoping to conceive a child with new AHS addition Matt Zuckery, aka her husband Dex, having had several misfires to this point. In true AHS style, this quickly becomes a tortured experience as Anna has several spooky encounters that suggest she's not the only one awaiting the birth of this child. Still going over a decade, the show has lost crucial series mainstays such as Jessica Lange, Evan Peters, and Sarah Paulson, though in recent years it's continued to punch above its weight, to be fair, particularly in what I felt was an excellent take on 80s slasher movies in its ninth series, 1984. And if you're looking for an American Horror Story series to watch and you haven't watched the more recent ones, 1984 is fantastic. It's one of the best. Not every season or idea is a success, as it tries to kind of find new genres of horror to put its trademark campy swagger on. But whether it works or not, one thing that you could never ever say about American Horror Story was that it's boring. That is until now, unfortunately. In the absence of some of its most renowned faces, when they're kind of leaving, the shows in recent years kind of leaned on, but also had success with some stunt casting choices like Lady Gaga. And this before Shallow. This was when we didn't really think of her as an actress, and she really, really showed up. This year's attempt in doing so was bringing Kim Kardashian on board as Anna's rootless agent come best friend Sonia, and well, it goes about as well as you imagine casting Kim Kardashian would, ironically, but unsurprisingly, this is a world where the Kardashians apparently do struggle to keep up. A major issue is that the two leads are fundamentally dislikable millionaires living in the trendy TV trope done brilliantly by the likes of Succession, less so here, of excessive vapidness where their surroundings are permanently beautiful and elegant and decadent, but also empty and lonely at the same time. The entire thing actually just feels like a big soulless art project, with the costume designer clearly working overtime and doing well and having fun to set up tons of kind of jump scares and people looking freaky, but actually not paying off or going anywhere. It's uninspired and boring, frankly, like American Horror Story on autopilot. For a show that kind of loves to toy with horror tropes, this year's trope is everyone writing off the female lead's legitimate concerns that outside forces are tampering with her pregnancy as just the fears of a hysterical hormonal woman, which might be an interesting thing if they were looking to parody it, but they don't actually parody it here. They just do the trope, which again, it's a trope that is kind of forgotten about and kind of looked down upon for a reason. There are also really boring subplots that just seem to go nowhere. Like there's a transactional affair at one stage between two people, and there's like a rehash of a previous series concept where they just bring up something that was a success in the previous series that just feels like exactly what it is. We can't think of ways to make this interesting, so we're just going to parachute in something that was interesting beforehand and hope that it works. I found I had to have make a big effort to kind of tune back in each week, mainly because we're now 5 episodes into a 10-episode season, and essentially nothing meaningful has happened or changed yet. Nothing at all. They've just kind of teased us and shown like people lurking in the background, and then even the stuff that has happened, they've kind of undone. And then there's like rumors of a twist, but I'm not sure it's a twist, because if you're saying that person is a bad person, I never really thought they were good or likable to begin with. It's just nearly spooky, ominous background noise that makes up the first 30 minutes of a horror movie. But essentially, they've made 5 episodes of television about it now, and it's like, just fucking get to the point. Unless they've a huge ace up their sleeve, this feels like, unfortunately, the series where this franchise has ran out of steam. And look, if that's the case, then 12 years is an excellent run and they deserve their flowers. But if what we've seen so far is any indication, then my recommendation is you need to abort Delicate from your watch list, sadly.